Let's go. Alabama Nation, what it do, baby? What it do? It's your boy Black L. Hey man, we gonna get right into it. I'm so hurt. I'm so upset. As we all know by now, the Alabama Crimson Tide fall 24-17 to the Tennessee Volunteers in Knoxville. We want to dive right into it. I want to bring up somebody, man, who's, you know, from Alabama, from Tuscaloosa, born and raised. Both his parents worked, went to the University of Alabama. This dude pretty much was born an elephant for real, went to school at South Alabama, graduated, currently sits as the athletic director, program coordinator of the city of Andalusia on the coast of Alabama. So nobody better to break down this loss that we saw today, man. This heartbreaking loss, devastating. None other than the one and only Mr. Jonathan Carpenter. How you feel, brother?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting better at losing, I guess.
Give it up for him, man. And it's funny you say that, man. Getting better at losing is something that, we not accustomed to. Just take me through, quarter one to quarter four, what you saw. You know what I'm saying? Just take it away, bro. Spill it.
Well, I got one correction before I get started on the game.
Go ahead.
I graduated from Troy. I didn't go to South
Troy,
Alabama.
I'm sorry.
My
Troy,
my
Alabama.
little sister graduated from South. I went to Troy, went to UA, ended up at Troy and graduated at Troy.
That's right. That's right.
But from as far as the game, man, it's just more of the same thing that we've been saying the whole year. Um, Subpar quarterback play, terrible play calling on both sides of the ball. Um, at least when you have decent and good quarterback play, you can kind of make up for some of that stuff. And we just ain't able to do it right now because the quarterback ain't playing well neither. So it's just all going downhill. It's like we slowly sliding downhill and we can't catch ourselves. Can't stop the fall. So quarter one,
Mm-hmm.
I think we didn't look too good. I don't know if that was the first quarter or second quarter we scored. I think it might have been the second quarter. Early second quarter.
Second quarter.
Finally got some points on the board. Thought we could maybe build on that momentum, and we had plenty of chances. The defense, they can't blame the defense this year.
Nope.
I mean, this game.
Right.
They can't blame the defense this game. They've been blaming them all year, which is what I meant to say. But this game, man, they got plenty of stops. They got the offense back the ball plenty of times, and just couldn't do nothing with it.
Do nothing with it, man.
There's plenty of opportunities. They got a lot of film. I guess silver lining in this game is the last three games since the second half of Georgia game. They got plenty of film and stuff they can work on.
Yep.
I don't know if this is gonna help us out this year because I foresee. I told plenty of folks before. I work in sports, so I see a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people about sports every day. Right. And before the season, I told plenty of folks, man, I projected us losing 2 or 3 games. So I think the reason why I'm not as upset as I usually be is because I kind of predicted that we was gonna lose 2 or 3 games anyway. So if they don't get it together, we might catch one more before it's all said and done. So
man, we live, baby. We live with Mr. Jonathan Carpenter, Alabama legend, born in Tuscaloosa, Troy, Alabama graduate program and athletic director of athletics of the city of Andalusia. Do you really think we got another L coming on the schedule, man?
Yeah, we still got some tough teams, and they ain't showed me nothing to suggest that we gonna beat LSU or I mean, you know how I feel about Auburn. I don't even want to say it, but we got to get better, man.
Man,
we just got to get better, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of sad. I ain't gonna be wearing my Alabama hat around. I just went to Walmart and I ain't even put it on, man. I couldn't do it.
Look, I had mine on my desk, but I said, let me put this back up for just
Yeah,
a
I
second.
couldn't do it, man.
You know, it's roll tide forever. We gotta,
Yeah,
like you
it's
said,
always roll tide, but it's like if I weigh it out, then I gotta talk
hey,
about it, and I don't want to talk about it right now. So
we gotta take the good with the bad, man.
yeah,
Uh, as far as you know, playing down to the level of competition, do you think Tennessee should have even been on the field with this Bama team?
yeah, Tennessee ain't a bad team. I think Tennessee been playing down last couple games. I don't think Tennessee a bad team. They got really good defense. Beginning first couple games, I would have called them elite on defense. I wouldn't
Mhm.
quite say that they're elite now, but they're still really good. Um, and they got a pretty good quarterback. Got a couple receivers. Like I don't think Tennessee a bad team. I really don't think anybody in the SEC is really that bad this year.
No,
And I think it's
no,
transfer portal, which we ain't got to go into that, but I think it got a lot to do with it.
right.
A lot of teams are lacking depth because a lot of those players left, and and so a lot of teams just it's more even than it's been the last few years. Yeah, Tennessee they deserve to be on the field with Bama. Yeah, they beat us.
Hey, they did. They did.
Like
To me,
it didn't look like they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? If they play better, you know. Of
yeah,
course, if we play better, it's a blowout. But if they play better, then it might have been a 14, 21 point game on their end. So
right, right. I don't know, man. I felt like early in the year, looking at Tennessee, I was like, "Whoa, these boys scared." But as
mhm.
you know, as the season progressed, you know, Nico, he is a freshman. He gonna do freshman things, and I said if we put pressure on him, he gonna do exactly what he did today. But the thing about little brother or a lesser opponent, you got to go ahead and knock him out. You can't give him confidence and leave him around, let him hang around, and you see what happened. He come back to bite you in the end. Uh, as far as the play calling, like what do you think about this coaching staff? You know, what's the way forward, man? They will not commit to the run. What's your take on the coaching staff play calling?
You took it right out of my mouth. I was about to say we got to run the ball more, man. Like bottom line, I never been one to put too much stock in the running QB. I feel like if you're gonna run the ball, you got running backs for that.
Right.
That goes back to Jalen Hurts when we had Hurts. I said the same thing. Blake Sims before him, I said the same thing. It's like
Mhm.
you can't convince me that the quarterback is a better runner than these two running backs we got behind him. Like you
At
just
all.
like
At
so it's
all.
like hand the ball off more, man. But as far as the coach, I just feel like they've been thinking too much. As crazy as that sounds, I think they been thinking too much, and
Overthinking.
yeah, it's like they should just simplify it more. Especially for those guys, I don't think we had the team to do some of the things that they seem to be trying to do. As far as like all the double reverses and like it's just simplified. Give them easy reads and even hand the ball off. It's just and on defense, same thing. It's like just make it easier for them to fly all over the place and fly to the ball. It's like because they started out doing that this year. Like first of the year, like I feel like we were flying to the ball. I've been telling people, we've been hitting. Like we started off hitting, and I was like, I ain't seen a Bama team hit like this in a while, like few years really. And now we're not doing it, and I don't know what happened. Like it's like they don't look confident. Like last week when we lost to South Carolina, I mean we beat South Carolina, but like their reaction to beat South Carolina kind of shocked me. It was like they were happy, like surprised that they won, and I don't remember seeing Bama look like that. So and that starts with the coaching. Like they gonna have to get it together, man. I'm gonna give them a chance. I mean, I got to, of course, we miss coach, but it's a new regime in there, and we got to give them a chance to get their players in. That's gonna take a couple years, so got to be patient with them. If we still look like this in 2, 3 years, then yeah, we'll talk again.
I mean,
But
it's one thing to get your players in, etc. But it's another thing, to do basic mathematics. 1 plus 1 is 2. First and 10, second and short, run the ball up the middle. Just run the ball, hand the ball off. You know, they want to get cute and get wide. They will not commit. You know what I'm saying? It's so frustrating to watch. And as a result, you know, to me, it looks like, you know, Miro's confidence just was shot today. Like he went back to the Texas game last year, to the South Florida game. You know, what did you see from him late in the game? Do you think he can bounce back from this loss?
I probably ain't the best person to ask about Miro because I ain't too high on Miro. I never have been.
Yeah.
I argue with my pops about Miro all the time. I argued with him about 45 minutes ago at the end of the game. You know, I don't. He's limited in the things I think he can do. But because he's limited, I kind of don't fault him for it because it ain't his fault that he's like he just he just can't do certain things. And but my thing is like as a coach, if you know that your QB is limited, you got to help him out, man. Stop calling.
Put him in a position to win, bro.
He has a turnover problem. He's been had a turnover problem going back to the year before last. He turns the ball over. So if you drop him back 3 times in a row, knowing your quarterback has a turnover problem, and he throw a pick, that's your fault. Even though it's his fault because he put the ball in harm's way, it's your fault because you
You
called
right.
that play.
Cause you right, bro.
And he has a turnover problem. That's what I'm arguing with my pops about because he won't admit that Miro has a turnover problem.
Yeah,
So.
the last two, not to cut you off, the last 2 games, Miro threw some crucial red zone picks. Like, whoa.
The picks, the safety, that's a turnover. That
Yep.
safety last week. The fumbles are a problem. But like I said, if you know that he has those issues, you gotta help him out, man. Call plays where we get the ball out of his hand quick, and he don't have to stand back there and try to pat the ball and find somebody open because he ain't good at it.
Yep. Yep. And another key thing, so the defense was balling, man. It was getting turnovers. And not one time did we make Tennessee pay for the turnovers.
And
Not one time.
And like I told him, you can't blame the defense today. They did their job. So whose fault? You're gonna have to come to my side at some point. And I'm gonna keep every week. I'm gonna come to you and I'm be like, hey, what you think this week? Because at some point you're gonna have to, say, hey, I think you might be right. You know what I'm saying? At least about that. And I don't want to be right. I want Miro to play great. I want the board to coach great. Like I want to win. Like I hate losing. So
I mean,
like,
would you say? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Would you say Miro is the best athlete on the field? You know, more times than not.
I think he's one of them. I think that's propaganda because when sometimes he get to scrambling, he don't look like them DBs look just as fast. Like the linebackers they close pretty quick, and he don't seem to be getting away from them.
Lately, no, he haven't. You right.
I think that's a lot of media saying it. I think Ryan Williams is one of the best on the athletes on the field. I think Jam is one of the best athletes on the field. I think Miro's one of the best athletes on the field. Bernard been looking good. Kendrick Law probably one of top 2, and we don't give him the ball enough. And of course, he was hurt last week, but we got. It's just like it can't just be Miro and Ryan Williams every play. It's like, man, we got too many athletes on the field for us to just be that predictable. I think that's our biggest problem is we're just too predictable right now. Everybody knows
one-dimensional predictable.
And anytime, I always say, anytime the announcer knows what you about to run, and I know what you about to run sitting at home, I know that D coordinator and them players on the other side of the ball know what you about to run. And then you run the thing that the announcer just said you about to run, and they stop it. It's like, come on, man.
You run that little weak shotgun, Miro to the right or left, like, come on.
And he run it to the same side. He run it to the left every time. It's like, come on, they know it's coming, bro.
That's so weak, man. That's so weak, bro. It's so frustrating. But this is where we are, man. Bama goes to what, 5-2 on the year. Looking at the way forward, man. They go to LSU. Got Mercer at home. Go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's struggling, man. Then, like you say, we don't even want to talk about the Auburn game. But the LSU game, Oh, I miss Missouri. Missouri comes to Bama next week.
That's a
Do you
sleeper.
see any trouble with Missouri
I,
and LSU?
I see a lot of trouble with both of them.
Hmm.
Missouri is better than Vanderbilt, and Missouri is better than South Carolina. So we had
Yeah.
trouble. We had trouble with both of them. We lost the one. We should have lost. I almost for the sake of building, I almost wish we would have lost to South Carolina because we probably wouldn't have lost today if we lost South Carolina. You
Hey.
know, you got it hurts sometimes when you win those games because, and I heard Saban say this, because you get complacent, you think, hey, oh, we good because we won. It's like, no, you should have lost, and they messed up.
Mhm.
It's the only reason you won. So, yeah, Missouri got a good run game. They got a veteran quarterback. They got a veteran backup quarterback behind that quarterback. It's like they're gonna be trouble. So, especially
Yeah.
with us playing how we've been playing, and then
Yeah.
LSU is LSU. It's always
Not
tough.
gonna be easy at
That's tough.
LSU at
That
all.
game is tough when we good and we not good. So,
Right. Right. Exactly right.
it's gonna be hard to watch. You know, good or bad, that game is gonna be hard for me to watch.
Indeed. Indeed. Uh, Overall, as far as the playoff, do you see Bama, a 2-loss Bama team, still getting in? What do they look like with a third loss as far as the playoff?
Um, Theoretically, a two-loss Bama team gets in, but not this two-loss Bama team. The one we talking about, they don't look. And the eye test is a
Yeah.
big thing amongst those voters for that committee. So, and they watch the same games I'm watching and you watching, so they see what we see, and even if we do run the table the rest of the year, it just
They gotta fix it in a hurry,
it's a
man.
lot of black eyes, man, on this season, man, and it's almost like this one of them years where, as a Bama fan, like I would be even more mad if we got to the playoffs and look how we look. So it's like I ain't
Yeah.
if we gonna look like that, I'd just rather play a bowl game, man.
Yeah. Let's just go on, pack it up.
Like,
I'm with you, man, because man,
real. If we
you
gonna
know,
play like that, I really just play a bowl game, and hopefully we win it, and we come back next year with Ty or whoever. Because I like Ty. You know, Ty is more of the type of QB I like, as far as like reading defenses and getting the ball out
yeah,
and seeing the field. That's you got to see the field, man. So
got
um,
to. I said
hopefully.
that tonight, man. I sure do miss Mac Jones with the play action. Man.
And it's crazy that you say that, like that you would miss Mac Jones, because I wanted Bryce over Mac Jones, but you know Bryce ain't had the team Mac had, but you know, yeah, the way it's looking, which if he, like I said, if he played more to I think Milroe's strengths, but I also think Milroe probably kind of in denial about his strengths and weaknesses too. You know, he probably thinking he can run that type of offense that the boys trying to run, and I'm sure they talked about it. Um, and so they just ain't on the right page.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think he should be running, man?
Uh, some more like, hey,
The old traditional style Bama offenses?
no. Well, yeah. As far as like controlling the pace of the game, um, more of a manager type thing. Just don't
Yeah.
keep him out of situations where he might turn the ball over.
And not to cut you off, that's what Saban used to preach last year, be the point guard, point guard. You remember that?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just start putting him in more positions where he ain't standing back there looking around trying to make something happen. And he ain't got long because that line ain't, you know, they ain't gonna give you too long. And so that clock in his head got to go off and he got to get the ball out. But like I said, it's on him. It's also on the coach. It ain't but two people you can put this loss on today to me. Like, it
Yeah.
ain't but two people, and it's really both of their fault. But if you want to pick one, I don't care who you pick. But you can't blame defense today. You can't blame the receivers because they was out there. they trying. So
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the coaches, man. I like Miro. I know you indifferent, but it feel like they sabotaging this kid, man. They ain't putting him in the best position to win. You know,
I had a crazy thought today, um, which is I know it's crazy. I don't really think this, but I had a thought like, did he take this job to sabotage us?
bro, bro,
Cause the way we've been looking, man, I ain't,
bro. I do not
and
put
I ain't
nothing,
see him looking like that before he got here. So I was
bro,
like, bro, trying to sabotage us or something, man. It's like, but I know he a winner and he want to win, so I know that's crazy. But I'm such a Bama fan that, of course, my brain gonna go there watching that game, and I'm like, they can't call better plays than this. Is this
bro.
the best we got? This the
My
best we
mind
got.
went there 2 weeks ago, bro. Like for real. I don't put nothing past these people, man. You know,
Yeah.
the
That's real 10-4 hat stuff. But,
it is, it definitely is. But let me put it on.
yeah,
With the amount of money these people making and where they trying to take college football, it ain't good for Bama to just be a power no more. You know what I'm saying? They got to spread it out. So it's definitely possible. You know, that's a conversation. You know, we don't need to really have, but
yeah.
it hurt being a Bama fan right now, man. We grasping at whatever we can. You know,
It don't hurt because man, we got more championships than everybody, and it's like we can still talk that like
but
you didn't have
it
to.
ain't over though. Like
You know
this
what I'm saying?
team, we can squeeze something out of this team, man. We see it. You see what I'm saying?
Squeeze what though? What you want? What would like? Do you see this championship? I don't
So
know.
so you go to
So
what the semifinal last year, right?
see, I ain't that type. I ain't that dude. You should know that about me. Like I ain't that dude.
But stay with me, stay
I
with me.
ain't the
We go to
silver
the sim.
lining.
No, we go to the semifinal last year.
Yeah,
We come back with the number one receiver, Miro's confidence through the roof. We got an offensive guru, allegedly, air quotes. We should be better, bro. Talk to me.
this team should be better than the one last year, and this team ain't better than the one last year.
They not.
It ain't. They not.
They just not.
They should be, but they not. And
And you know
uh,
what it is? The GOAT, the Saban era is officially over, man.
I got a haircut last night. I told my barber that. I said the hardest thing gonna be for Bama fans is gonna be for us to realize that it's over. Not in the sense that we ain't gonna win no more,
Right.
but the dominance and the way people look at us,
So
it's over. That's over, and
so
we gonna have to accept it, and it's gonna be real hard to accept it. But I mean, we gonna keep losing, and gonna have to accept it. You know,
hey man, give it up for
hopefully,
Jonathan Carper, man. Go ahead, one more. Say it again.
I said, well, hopefully, we still got more talent coming in, so hopefully, they'll get it together. Like I said, I'm gonna give the board and his staff plenty of time, which is subjective for everybody, but I'm gonna give them plenty of time on my end to get it together and see what they can do.
Hey, we always gonna be Bama, man. But give it up for Jonathan Carpenter, man. Alabama, great Alabama Tuscaloosa zone. Give it up for him, baby.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Before we go, man, I'm sitting here watching this Georgia Texas game. I want to get your thoughts real quick
That's
on
why I keep
both of
looking up. That's why I keep
yeah,
doing this because I'm watching
yeah,
it too.
on both of these teams, man. I'm happy Georgia winning. Let's go Georgia. I'm rooting for Georgia the rest of the year. I never thought I'd say that. Man, 20-0. Look at Georgia, baby. Let's go. What's your thoughts on Georgia? What's your thoughts on Texas? In this game, man. Go ahead.
Well, I'm on the opposite end of it, from you. I want Georgia to lose, but most of it, I'm gonna be honest, most of it got to do with the fact that I work with a supervisor who's from Georgia every day.
Mm,
He a big Georgia fan,
yeah,
and I'm gonna hate to go in there on Monday
yeah,
and see that smile in his face
yeah,
uh, about Georgia winning this game because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see this happening the way it's happening. I thought it would be the other way. I thought it would be 21-0 the other way, you know.
yeah.
So I was wrong on it, which I ain't wrong too often on football. Um, as far as like who gonna win and stuff like that. Because like I said,
Hey,
I knew Bama was gonna have 2 or 3 losses before the year. I saw
man.
what they had, and I'm like,
Yeah,
but
Texas got to take their first SEC L, man. At some point, I'd rather it be tonight.
I missed that one, but I had the thought, which I asked a couple people about this. I'm gonna ask you, which it don't matter now because we messed it up. But I've been asking folks, if Georgia won out, I mean, if Georgia lost to Texas, and I mean Georgia beat Texas, right? And then let's say Georgia, Texas, and Bama all won out with one loss. Who would make the SEC championship game? Of course, it don't matter now because we messed it up and we lost. But what would they do in that instance?
If Bama would have won today,
Yeah, I mean, if Bama would have won out,
yeah,
say Georgia beat Texas, give them one loss, and everybody got one. Bama, Georgia, and Texas had one loss.
yeah.
What would they do? They say the top 2 teams going to the SEC championship because it ain't no East and West no more.
Right.
But what would they do in that instance?
I would say,
I know what they would do, but that'll be a problem.
yeah, I would say the way Georgia looked this year, you probably got to go Texas, even though Texas would lose to them. You know, if Texas only had one loss, I would probably still go Texas, man.
They couldn't do that though because Texas beat Georgia.
But Texas beat them, though. You right?
And we beat Georgia beat Texas. They couldn't do that. So and we would be in there because we would be number 1.
So yeah, it would be Georgia then. It'd have to be
Yeah.
Georgia, right? A rematch. Yeah.
But it's looking like they're gonna play again. That's what it's looking like.
These 2 teams here, Georgia and Texas.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an SEC championship game now. Cause ain't nobody else getting in there.
Yeah. Before we go, man, what you think about the Colorado Buffs, man? Travis Hunter, Coach Prime.
I feel way better about them than I did at the beginning of the year. In the end of last year, they kind of got me on the hype train, and I kind of got annoyed with myself because they kind of let me down at the end of last year. Cause I watch them almost every day. Those clips, his son Bucky and them posts on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I watch their practice and stuff. So I'm big on Colorado. I like Prime. He's one of my favorite players of all time. So I've been big on them. They got me with those 9 o'clock games a few times, and that's why I was so mad. Cause I'm like, you ain't gonna keep me up to 1 o'clock and y'all lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy.
But they've been picking it up. They played pretty good today. I watched that game during the Bama game.
Did they win today?
Yeah.
Okay, I was
I paid
locked
more
in
attention.
Bama.
I paid more attention to that game than I did Bama.
What was the score of that game, and who did they play?
They played Arizona, and I
That's
think
right.
it was up big. But then Bama started tripping, so I had to pay more attention to Bama. So I don't know what the final was. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah,
34-7.
Okay, bet. Yeah, between Grilling and Bama, man, I ain't even get to catch it. Normally, I catch Prime. But yeah, I'm buying Colorado stock, man. I think they can make some noise in the Big 12. You know, that schedule ain't that scary going forward, man.
Yeah, the Big 12 ain't like that. Like, to where it's something you got to worry about. Like Colorado could easily win that conference multiple times while Deion there if he want to stay that long.
Yeah.
So we got to see what, how long he want to stay there and how many people they can get to come there because he got a few more coming. You know. And the way they look right now, I know they can beat us.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
They so can.
We
LSU in a
looking like
fight
we
with
can lose
Arkansas.
anybody in the country right now.
Man, it's tough, man. They got to fix it fast. Bama falls to Tennessee, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Jonathan Carpenter, man. Tuscaloosa's own, baby. Appreciate the love, brother. We love you, man. Let's do it again next week.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, man. Give it up for him, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe, baby. Black L, we out.